Everybody, this is Jasmine Simon with Tanja Wellness, founder of DC Metro Cuddles. And I hope you're all doing wonderful. Hopefully you're not awake. It's 6 o'clock on Saturday morning. I've been up since 5, doing my normal routine, getting up, getting myself together, did a little exercise, but I actually have to be in Virginia, about an hour away from where I am now, in an hour. So I'm going to make this super, super quick. The other day I was in a session and I went in to lift up my arm and bring the client close to do a mother's embrace. Mother's embrace is a position where the client puts their head on my chest so they can feel the warmth of me, feel the vibration of my voice, hear my heartbeat, and you have the skin-to-skin contact. And so this is a very interesting position. It can remind people of their parents, their mothers specifically. That's why I call it Mother's Embrace. Thank you, by the way, Ray Hurst, since you're the one who helped me name that position. I have to say it is a favorite amongst many of my clients. Everybody always tells me I have a very maternal, loving, mothering essence to me. That's just kind of the energy people get from me. And it could be that I'm just naturally very loving, or the 3 kids, who knows. But this is a position that a lot of people enjoy and tend to have a reaction, like an emotional reaction to it. Sometimes they cry. Sometimes they just have an opening of the floodgates for emotion or discussion or wanting to get things off their chest. And it's really beautiful. It's beautiful to be able to access that kind of emotion triggered by a situation, or in this sense, triggered by the position. And that just makes them remember something and whatnot. I remember this position. Now, it is a very vulnerable position. And I remember 6 years ago when my ex and I were trying to work it out. We had already agreed that we were going to split up. We tried it for a year, didn't work out. We agreed, okay, this is it. However, we had already purchased seats for a retreat, a weekend-long retreat. And so we're like, well, might as well go. You know, no point in throwing it away. Now, I remember towards the end of the weekend, the facilitators had the couples, it was a couples retreat, get in this position to, at the time I didn't realize what it was for, but it was exactly like Mother's Embrace. So one person sat down, the other person laid their head on the chest while the other one kind of held them like this. And you could rock them or just kind of sit there, and they turned out the lights. Now, I couldn't do it. I could not stay there. I think I lasted maybe 20 seconds before I was like, okay, that's it. I'm done. And I had to get up and move. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't allow myself to be vulnerable with my ex-husband at that time because I was still hurt and upset, and I had all these emotions raging through me. And so I'm always very appreciative of my clients and always very grateful and thankful that they allow themselves, that they trust me enough to allow themselves to have these vulnerable feelings and allow themselves to open up. I think it's really beautiful. And I think it's something that I often hear people say, I have a place for that. I've dealt with it, and it has a place in my heart and my head, whatever it is. The trauma of maybe grief of losing a parent, trauma from abuse as a child, trauma from, bullying in high school, whatever it is. They always say, I found a place for it. And they don't access it. Now, I don't believe you have to access it every day, all the time. It doesn't always have to be on your mind. But if you choose to keep it in that place and never visit it, never talk about it, I think that could be detrimental. I don't think that's healthy. Now, I am not a licensed psychologist, so this is just my opinion. But I think it's important to reconnect with that person, who that child was, who that adult was, the relationship you were in right after high school, whatever it may be, so you can allow yourself to feel vulnerable. And if the only way you can access that is by hiring a professional cuddler, getting into mother's embrace and allowing that release, then so be it. So anyway, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. I am working all day today and then going to a movie tonight. Holla! Okay, have a wonderful weekend. Chat soon. Bye.